Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today the session is about the topic is about how to search on Cochrane Library. Okay, Cochrane was earlier, it got paid in between, but we have this principle of when we are going for any doing any meta-analysis, you have to extract data from three databases. Okay, so earlier we were using PubMed, Embase, and Cochrane, clinical trials.gov, but now Cochrane is available for free. So you can sign in and press this button of advanced search. Okay. Now when I have pressed this advanced search, I have multiple options here. Uh I can go for writing I can go for searching on this search. I can go for searching using mesh terms. If I have got proper mesh terms, I can go for using that. And I can go for using a search manager that is for complex searches. Okay, these four, and even the Pico search, you can have it. The best one, the easiest one is a search manager. Why? Because it searches through the whole text. When you are going for this simple search, here you cannot go for choosing a mesh term. You have to add all the terms here. Okay, and even if it is asking that you want me to search this specific word in the title, abstract, in the keyword, as an author, all text, publication type, what do you want to search? Okay, so this is not that much comprehensive. Go for this search manager, and here you can even see this thing that they have included this thing that even the search manager lets you add words using the mesh browser. Okay, so we don't need to go for mesh, we don't need to go for search, we can do all our search from the search manager. Okay, let me just cross it for now. But if you are unable to find what is your mesh term, and if you are not able to browse it on a mesh browser beforehand, what you can do is you can come here. Okay, so I am doing a meta-analysis on role of certolizumab in rheumatoid arthritis. I can see all the mesh words here. Okay, so I have selected mesh rheumatoid arthritis. And it is asking me that these are all the words for the rheumatoid arthritis. This is the exact term match. This is mesh. These are all the mesh trees. Okay, they are all included in it. This is the tree number one, tree number two, tree number three. Even I can go for this thing that the single mesh term. I want to go for that single mesh term. I don't want to go for exploded all trees. What does exploded all trees mean? That it would be including all the studies on musculoskeletal diseases, psoriatic arthritis, juvenile arthritis, and fibromyalgia, and all this stuff. It would be including all the stuff. Okay, I don't want that. I just want the single mesh term. Okay, so let me add it. One, this term only, and the next one. You can even go for adding all those, but that would just make your search strategy very comprehensive. Okay, certolizumab, goal. Let's look up. For here, for the certolizumab, I can go for choosing again single mesh term. Now it is including all the mesh term and the phrase matches and any word match, all those synonyms that you were using previously in the PubMed. It would save all that, but we don't need the mesh tree full. I just want this term. Okay. So now it's showing me all the results that for rheumatoid arthritis we have around 7,805 articles. For certolizumab we have 222 articles. The next term I can go for making adding the Boolean operator 1 and 2. I want this, continue. Now I can press this 117. And now I have got here all the trials. These are the Cochrane reviews and these are all the trials. Okay. What I will do here is I will select all of them, select all, export selected citation, and add them in the reference manager. Okay, including the abstract, I will download them all. Okay, so now I'm able to download them. One another thing that I mentioned in the previous session that was a little different, that was not covered in the previous recordings, and that was about the secondary screening. Once you have gone through your primary articles and you have shortlisted around secondary articles that fit your PICOs, and in the secondary screening you have to go for making an Excel sheet. Okay, and then Excel sheet, that is an important step for the secondary screening. You will do this thing of writing the study ID, then adding the population, intervention, control, and then the outcome. Okay, so you will add all the studies here and their population, intervention, control, and outcome here. That would help us to decide, are all the studies similar in this population group and in the intervention group and the control group, and that will help us to frame our research question. Okay, like for example, one study is comparing certolizumab plus methotrexate, and the other study is comparing some other drug and some other drug. So we'll be able to better see, okay, so these four studies are including this one, and so what are the other studies including? Even some studies go for this thing that they are comparing placebo, and only one study is comparing it with another drug like omalizumab. We can do this thing that we do our meta on only this one, these five drugs, okay? And we write a research question as comparing certolizumab with placebo in patients of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, so by having this extraction sheet, we can phrase a proper research question where our intervention is there, our control group is there, and our population is there. Okay, so this you have to do for the secondary screening step.